Friends, students, juvenile delinquents, lend me your ear, because I got something I want to tell you. So, this particular Let's Play project has been absolutely besieged with technical difficulties from the outset. And I've done my best to kind of paper over them, or to hold this thing together with paper clips and chewing gum. And, you know, we've made it this far. Until this episode, this 43rd episode, which I recorded. And the video didn't save properly for some reason. All I had was my commentary. But the game, as we've discovered along the way, autosaves. And it autosaves quite frequently. And there was no way that I could just recreate all of the stuff that I'd done in the original episode 43. So, the thing about this game is, while it was on the forefront of autosaving, for better and for worse, it was not yet at the point where you could simply copy one save file to another, thus, you know, creating a backup file in case, you know, you lose something and you want to go back to where you had started in that recording session. So, what did I have to do, friends? I had to play through the entire game again up to this point. For the sake of consistency, I did everything I could to recollect all the bananas that I had gotten, all of the upgrades that I had gotten, etc. The only thing, assuming I did this right, the only thing that should be different is the number of coins each Kong has, because some of the generic upgrades that, you know, one Kong buys for everybody, I did not bother to take note of who paid for them in the original playthrough. So this is on a separate file that has been painstakingly brought back to where the first file was. And I'm going to have to do everything that I'd done in that episode again. Well, first things first, let's just get rid of this infernal red balloon that gave me so much trouble in the last episode that you saw. I'm just saying, it has been months since I recorded that. And because I recorded batches, I actually recorded one more episode, so the next episode after this one, I won't mention this because the next episode was recorded months ago. You know, my life just, you know, it got busy, and a lot of things had to, you know, take some precedence. So, you know, I didn't have much time to play through the file, or a new file again, to recreate everything. You know, we're about 2/3 of the way through this game. Points. I don't know if I got those in the previous take, but might as well. Anyway, so we're here in Crystal Caves, and we're tackling this igloo. And each Kong, as we noted last time, has a music pad to open one of the doors. So, in Lanky's version of the igloo, there's this sort of crystal structure in the middle, and a bunch of naughties on the lower level, and some critters. And once you defeat them all, this baboon balloon pad appears. Now, interestingly enough, you can actually finagle this with a high jump by landing in this sort of little groove in the middle here before the pad appears. So you can kind of cheat your way to this. I actually did that accidentally in the last playthrough of this particular area, but it's much easier to just do it this way. Oh, blue balloon. Hope I can hit it from down here. So yes, for those who have been watching this series as the videos have been uploaded, first of all, I thank you. You know, I realize that at the point of making this, I don't have many viewers on this channel, so for those of you who've been watching it, I really appreciate it so much, and I apologize that, you know, it's been on some hiatus for a while, and that uploads of episodes that I had backlog recorded have been so few and far between as I tried to space things out until I could start recording again. Believe me, if there was some other way I could have done this, I would have, but pretty much stuck with it as it is. So, let's try Tiny Kong's Igloo Banana. This is a tough one. This one's annoying. So, we've got a giant Kasha, though it is not the giant Kasha that has been raining down stalactites upon us. And then there's this pad in the middle of the room. You do a Simian Slam on it, and the pad starts moving. And a timer starts counting down. Now, with each time you hit it, the pad gets smaller and moves faster. Meanwhile, the Kasha regenerates and just generally makes your life miserable. Now, when the pad gets smaller, when it's bigger, you can kind of stand on it as it's moving, and you'll still hit it with a ground pound. However... Oh, yeah, and this happens if you fail. I guess it needs you to leave so it can reset, and that's its way of making sure that you do leave. So, when the pad gets smaller and is moving faster, you will not be able to stand on it and ground pound, because by the time you ground pound, it will have moved out of the way. He said, you'll notice I started on one side of it, and then, you know, I barely hit it the first time. So, you have to anticipate its movements, you have to avoid the Kasha. And if you, there you go, you hit it 3 times. It's annoying. I wouldn't say it's extraordinarily difficult, but it's annoying, especially with this Kasha here. And I'll just get the balloon while he's out of the picture. Get the banana. And a banana fairy, which means I'm gonna have to get rid of this guy again. And I hope he stays gone long enough. All the extra playtime I've had getting back to this point, and I haven't gotten any better with the camera. Oh, there we go. So, that just leaves Chunky and Donkey's igloo rooms. So I am going to go with Chunky Kong next. And for those of you who know this part of the game, you might have some idea why. Ah, yes. Right on cue, the upstairs neighbor from hell. It's gone now, but... I mean, I've had noisy upstairs neighbors, I've had noisy next-door neighbors, but I have never had, neighbors that make it rain stalactites. Anyway... It's the rabbit! And he has apparently been tied to a TNT barrel for some reason, and these flares are coming in at him, and they're coming in at him fast, and I have a feeling that if flames touch the TNT barrel, bad things will happen. So, basically, it's simple. Keep the rabbit safe. Punch out these sunglass-wearing balls of flame. Uh-oh. I guess he can get hit a couple of times. Okay, but you run it down, you run the clock down to 0. Gee, thanks, Chunky. Don't worry about me now. I've got things well under control. So they kind of throw you into that one pretty quickly, but it's fairly self-explanatory. You know, given how much trouble this guy gave me in Fungi Forest, I'd be tempted to just walk away, but no, we're the heroes. We can't do that. I'd be curious to know what exactly was happening before I got here that led to him being tied to a TNT barrel. Then again, maybe I don't want to know. Maybe it's best not to think about it. Now, that leaves only one. That is Donkey Kong's Igloo Mission. Now, I saved it for last for a reason, because we technically could do it now. But it would be really, 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 really difficult. There is something we can do that will make it a little bit easier on us. But we have to seek out some help from a familiar face, but one that might be a little bit unexpected. Since I did not get those bananas in the last one, or at least I don't think I did, I'm going to leave them there for now, because we will come back later, and I don't want to have those bananas gotten twice in my Let's Play, because it'll be confusing. Where is the thing I am looking for? Should be off this way. Okay, note to self, blue coins underwater there. Right behind the waterfall. On the waterfall with you. Brown-eyed girl. Couldn't resist. Yep, it's Candy Kong. So let's get uncomfortable. It's your lucky day, Donkey. For just 5 coins, I can now upgrade your instrument. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. How about it? I've upgraded all your instruments, so they've now got more musical energy. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. Hey there, for 7 coins, I can now give you an extra melon to help you live longer. And upgrade your weapon. Do you want it? Okay, I guess maybe I did get that other upgrade before. in the previous playthrough. Anyway. Third melon. Probably best not to think about that. Well, Donkey. Now you've all got another melon. But I'm afraid they're my last. I've also increased each of your instruments' energy for you. You have all the latest stuff from me. Come see me later, okay? That never gets any less uncomfortable. But we do have a third melon now. Which is a 50% increase in our health. And given the fact that I said we really want to get that before doing Donkey Kong's Igloo Room, as our upstairs neighbor gets rowdy again. Can they hit you in the water? I think they can. Though they haven't been falling very close to me, and I really shouldn't say that out loud because I know what's going to happen now. I'm lost. Anyway, so yes, you really want to... I think I might be going the wrong way. Yes. No, this is the right... see? I told you that was going to happen. I am trying to get back to the igloo. There it is. Okay. I consider what we are about to do to be one of the hardest. I would say it's definitely in the top 5 hardest golden bananas to obtain in this game. So, there's a banana in the middle of this maze. And as you can see, this maze is very spiky. And of course, you know, we're running on ice, taking me twice as long. I promise I'm not going to use that one in every Let's Play that involves ice. I know I used it in Wind Waker already. So, you know, we already have ice physics. In that we keep moving for a little bit after we stop the input. So this is going to be kind of tough. Now, the fact that there are crystal coconuts around here might lead you to think that there should be a strong Kong barrel. But there is not. Now, as soon as you get in the maze, it starts rotating. And it changes directions. And every time you hit it, it costs an entire melon of health. 4 normal hits. This is really, really difficult. I mean... you gotta be precise, but honestly, you also need to be really lucky. And, as an extra kick in the teeth, the camera angle continues to change as you go around the igloo. So, the one thing you can really take advantage of is the few moments of invincibility that you get after you get hit. because you can't get hit in very quick succession. You have a few seconds. Use those seconds to your advantage to be bold and plow forward as much as you possibly can. Because this is tough. And like, as you can see, the walls aren't smooth. They sort of jut in and out in weird ways and weird places. And again, there's that camera angle. So you have to get really lucky on this, in truth. Come on, I'm almost there. I am almost... Oh! We might be here a while. Got it! Okay. Honestly, I was very lucky in that regard. That normally takes me way more tries, and it definitely took me a few more than that in the first recorded attempt at this segment. Now, you would think the maze would stop rotating to allow you to get out, but no, it doesn't. I think I got all of the yellow bananas in there. I certainly hope I did. I don't want to have to come back and do that again. I just want to test one thing, just because of how you had to defeat all the enemies in Lankies to make the pad appear. Good. Okay. Honestly, I'm kind of relieved. I was wondering, like, if maybe I just really never realized that you could defeat both the Koshas and it would make a strong Kong barrel appear, because those crystal coconuts really suggest that there ought to be one. Because that'd be hard enough with invincibility just to move through the maze. Anyway. Glad that's done. Well, with that, do you mind? Just wait in the tag barrel. With that in mind, with that done, we have completed everything that I lost from this episode. And as I said, I had recorded one more before realizing it, so the next episode will actually be an older recording than this one. And let's just say I'm really thankful that I don't have to do what I do in the next episode again, because oh boy. Oh boy, it's another doozy. Well, I will see you next time, in the future, in the past. See you then.